Yeah, the Christian music guys. Make some noise for the Christian music guys.
Today on the Christian Music Guys, we are joined by Jordan McCullough from American Idol. Jordan's journey isn't just about hitting the right notes. It's about obedience, calling, and trusting in the Lord with his platform that God provides. We're going to talk about how he stays grounded in his faith through the national attention and what's next for him in Christian music. Let's welcome to the show, Jordan.
What's up, guys?
For joining me.
Man, thank you so much. I'm grateful to be here.
Yeah, man. So, Jordan, I turned on the TV a few weeks ago, and then boom, there you are, man, starting off the program, the episode with the goodness of God. Audition day, you see the clips, of course, but we've talked to several artists from Idol, and then what you see on TV is not exactly how it is in person, because it's like very, very long days and hours. And so, what was going through your mind, when you finally got into the room with the judges, and just tell us the whole process.
Of course. That entire day in itself is kind of a blur, because I kind of was just like head down, ready to get in the room with the judges, and I didn't really necessarily know what to expect. You're in a room full of people, and some people are in there practicing beforehand, and so you can hear the other the vocalists that are practicing or warming up in the room, and I'm like, man, there's some great singers in the room today. And so then a producer came to me, and they're like, hey, you're going to be on deck. You're first for the day. And I was like, it's like a practice round. And they're like, no, you're opening up the day of auditions. And so I stepped out of the room and had a little prayer and surrendered it to the Lord, and we went straight in. And oh my goodness, the rest, you see it, you've seen it now. The rest is history in my eyes. It was a beautiful, worshipful moment, and I still can't believe it happened.
Yeah, man. As soon as I saw you, I DM'd you, but I also was telling my brothers are a part of this show too, but they're not with us today. But I was like, man, this dude, if we don't get him now, it's going to be impossible, because this dude is going places. I'm telling you, it's going to be incredible. We had Thunderstorm Artis on last season, and I told him the same thing. I was like, dude, God is about to just do something crazy in your life. And he's got a name like Thunderstorm. I mean, come on.
It's so cool. Super, super cool.
And he was like one of the episodes. I don't know if it was when you were there, but he was like in the background or something. When you guys
that's
were
what I heard. I just missed him, but I heard a lot of great things about him.
Yeah. So tell us your story. What led you into singing, and I think you shared a little bit on the show, but what led you up to auditioning, and just tell us a little bit about your background.
Of course. Yeah. I come from a musical family on my dad's side. From my earliest memories, seeing my grandparents sing, even my dad and my great uncles and my aunts, all of them sang in church, and I just loved everything about church. If it wasn't school, I was in church. If I wasn't in church, I was at somebody else's church. And so I just loved the idea of, being in God's house, and it was familiar and had a lot of family in it. And so a lot of my foundation came from being within the church. And I remember being 4 years old, it's like running to the choir stand because I wanted to sing so bad. I don't necessarily knew why I wanted to do that at the time. Maybe it was fun. Maybe it was intriguing. The microphone was fun. But then as the years went on, I started to develop this relationship with the intimacy of worship towards the Lord. And that really did a number on me, especially as I got into a place of desperation, needing a relationship with the Lord. I had something that I could reach back to, and that was my worship towards him. And so very, very grateful for the foundation that I was able to build within my church home. And it then led one thing to another. After that, I ended up joining, going into full-time ministry on staff at a church here in Nashville. And that's a super fast forward. But yeah, that was my dream, was to do just that. And if I could take what I do in my personal life and magnify that for the Lord, that's exactly what I wanted to do. So going into full-time ministry was the dream complete for me. And until American Idol was an option. And I wrestled with it for a little bit, and previously to that, I had never had any experience singing on stages or in front of a lot of people, or didn't necessarily consider myself an artist, and so it was all new to me, very, very, very new. And yeah, when American Idol came around, I wrestled with it a little bit. I took it immediately to my pastors, asked for their blessing upon even entertaining the idea, and something just resonated within my spirit that this is me extending the platform. It was God coming to me, extending the territory in which He required of me to tend to, and I accepted the mission, I accept the call, and now American Idol is my assignment. And so that's what led me to where I'm at today.
Yeah. Yeah. And dude, the best is yet to come. It's going to be exciting to see, because I know in your head, you're like, man, I don't know. But dude, you're going to go far with, well, an
Thank you.
Idol for sure. But yeah, in your career. But so
Thank
who
you.
are some of those musical influences that you grew up listening to? I know the other night on Instagram, we were talking back and forth about some of those,
Yeah.
but who are some of those people that you encouraged you and you still listen to?
Yeah, interesting enough, I was always around my grandparents. I love my parents, and I'm grateful that I have them. They're the best parents in the world. But for whatever reason, I gravitated towards being around my grandparents more. And so my musical influences started with them. And so there was some Bobby Blue Bland. There was a lot of like older school R&B, even a little bit of bluegrass in there. A lot of country. I grew up on George Strait, Travis, surprisingly enough. So a little bit more of that folk sound is what gravitated towards me, and then I matured and started listening to even more artists like Brandy. I love what she does artistically in her tone, and that's probably my number one when it comes to looking at what she's able to do with her art. But then again, as I matured in my relationship with the Lord, man, that CC Winans, that entire Winans family, it is something about them. I would like to think that I'm an honorary Winans member of the family, because I love them all very, very, very much. Marvin Winans was my favorite in middle school. Middle school, Marvin Winans was my favorite singer. How funny is that? But yeah, that Winans family is something else. That's a lot of inspiration that I have today.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, hopefully Cece reaches out to you soon, man. I mean, I'm sure she's seen clips of you singing the song. I mean, even though technically it's not her song, but there's a long-running joke in the industry, like these people that sing these songs and write them have been CC'd, and it's Cece just takes their song and just makes it her own, and they get the paycheck out of it. So
That's right. That's right. That's right.
yeah, man. So that's exciting. Yeah, you had mentioned George Strait, and man, I love all those. Like, dude, I grew up listening to George and Dolly Parton, and yeah, just my music, my playlist are just all kinds of genres. I mean, just there's not one specific. And like my son's like, Dad, I don't understand how you can listen to a country song and then go to a Toby Mac song and then you go to a Fred Hammond. It's just all over the place. It's not just one.
Yes, thank you. I feel seen. I feel seen in that. Thank you.
Yes. Well, Jordan, real quick with first time guest, we do a thing called favorite things. Our viewers and listeners like this. And so I'm just going to shoot you a word and you tell me your favorite thing in that category. Sound good?
Awesome.
All right. What do you have favorite food?
Mac and cheese all day long.
Mac and cheese. Specific, like just anything, or do you like dude?
I don't care.
To me, Cracker Barrel is like my favorite mac and cheese.
As long as it's a noodle and it's a cheese put together, I don't care. Let me have it. I'll figure it out later, but let me have it.
All right. Favorite movie?
Fighting Temptations.
Okay. Favorite show to watch?
Right now, 911. All of them. 911
Yeah.
Nashville, 911 Lone Star, and the original one.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite? Oh, this is gonna be a hard one. Musical artist of all time.
Oh, my goodness, of all time. Honestly, right now, at the top of my head, Brandy. Brandy is really my favorite artist of all time.
Yeah. Do you have a dream collab?
Brandy.
Or CC.
Yeah, Brandy or CC.
Do you have favorite ice cream flavor?
Favorite ice cream flavor? I do. The base is always vanilla, but as long as it got some cookie dough in it too, I'm good.
Yeah.
Cookie dough, vanilla ice cream.
Oh yeah. Last one. Is there a favorite podcast or audiobook that you listen to?
Audiobook. I love to read a little bit more on the fictional side, but there's a podcast called Lead to Win that I love to listen to. It's very encouraging and helps us grow as leaders. So Lead to Win. Yeah. But now this one, my favorite.
That's right.
No biases here.
Jordan, what do you have coming up? Are you planning on doing releasing your own stuff, and how can our viewers and listeners keep up with you?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what's ahead. I didn't know that even this was possible. I truly didn't. And I honestly, if I'm being 100% honest and authentic, I had no desire to even be in this world. Again, my dream was to be a worship leader, and I got that. And so now I'm learning how to tend to this new territory that the Lord has given me. But also what's so encouraging is it's really fulfilling. I'm getting such a blessing out of being on American Idol. And it's just been incredible. So now I think that I could see myself putting out music soon, or when that time comes, or even just pursuing what that looks like to share my gift outside of the four walls of the church. And so, yes, all I can say is stay tuned, because God is up to something, and I know that for sure.
Yeah. Well, Jordan, to wrap up, I'd like to see if you'd be willing to share something that God's been doing in your life recently that would help build our viewers and listeners' faith.
Yeah, absolutely. I shared the story of, I grew up in the church and how my relationship formed with the Lord. But it wasn't until my most recent days that even on American Idol, that the Lord has started to reveal my true identity. And who knew that it would take a show such as American Idol for the Lord to work in such a mysterious way and to reveal who I am in him. And so I think there's a lot of things that you can do in this world to find what you're looking for. I say this all the time. People are looking for a savior, and there's a lot of things that want to save you. But there is only one God, and there's only one Lord. And he is the true and everlasting King that can do just that. And he's our savior. And so lean in, stay close, and keep going until you find out. You may not always get the answers. You may not always get the thing that you're hoping for. But if you keep going, I promise you the Lord will make a way to find out for you.
Yeah. Well, Jordan, thank you so much for chatting with me, man. Just want to encourage you to do your best, and God will do the rest. And
yes.
Everybody support Jordan and his ministry and his music, and the best is yet to come, brother. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. I'll see you soon, I'm sure.
They're the Christian music guys. Yeah, the Christian music guys.